Okay, so I think it's a very good question, and I would like to suggest all the future CAT aspirants s- that it's okay to be disappointed, and I would think that if you are not disappointed, then something is not right with you. Okay. So I would like to suggest that all the future CAT aspirants that one should have a bigger picture and see that it's not the final CAT exam, and see it as just a learning curve, and try to take all the learnings from it.
I think your point about it's okay to be disappointed is really good because in our CAT journey, every now and then we will have a disappointing mock. But the main thing to keep in mind is that we have to analyze our mocks and make sure we improve upon it in the next mock test, and that it's not your final CAT exam and you always have more time than you think.
I believe that disappointment can be an opportunity. We should reflect what mistakes we have done. We should analyze it properly, and we can improve from the mistakes we have made, and we can always perform better. I agree with you. Like for me, self-driven preparation was more helpful. I went through the syllabus with utmost concentration, analyzed my mock, and I took my own time. But it depends from person to person which preparation style works for them.
Okay, so for me, it was a mix of both. So, specifically speaking for VARC, I actually had a completely self-driven approach because what I did was I used to do a lot of reading. So basically, I developed a habit of developing a summary by myself. So that helped me a lot. And for sections like DILR and Quant, peer group study helped me a lot because even if I was able to solve a question, sitting in my study group actually helped me know a lot of different approaches. So actually I had a lot of weapons in my arsenal for a single question, and that helped me save time. So it changed my perspective about team collaborations also.
Okay, so for me personally, it was a mix of both. I felt that my quant was strong, so I used to practice all the questions by myself. But I used to study in a group for LR and VA. But I would say that both the approaches have its pros and cons, and you just have to find out which approach works best for you.
I believe one must should try different time strategies during preparations, especially in mocks. Like for me, in quants, I was more familiar with arithmetic and I was least familiar with geometry. So I used to skip the geometry question for a while, and I used to attempt with arithmetic first. And if time was left, I used to attempt geometry as well. So one must analyze their mocks properly to keep a proper time management strategy.
Okay, so for me, time management is always connected with how cool and calm are you in the exam. So one must be always have a cool head and just think that they have time in the exam and not look at the timer so frequently that it scares them. And that helped me a lot. And also one must not bring their ego, like they can solve every question. They don't have to solve every question. They have to attempt the questions that they know that they can solve and move on to the next question as quickly as possible. So I think these are some of the tips that helped me a lot in saving time and solving the questions.
So one strategy that I followed personally in the VRC section was that I used to allocate 15 minutes for VA and I used to attempt that part first because I thought that I needed my time for RC, and the rest 25 minutes I dedicated purely towards RC. And in the LR section, I think what I practiced most in the mocks was that I knew that which questions I would be able to crack and I used to target them. So it's not important to attempt all the sets in LR, and just pick your set and dedicate the 40 minutes to those and maximize what you can get. And in quants, I think I used to just skip any question that I got stuck on and come back to them later. So that strategy really worked for me.